next week at this time, it will be 1 hour till Once Upon a Time starts. Ooh, I'm not okay right now. Hello Answers, my name is Margee and I'm your Sunday spot on 7 OUAT Addicts. So this week's theme was requested by one of you guys. Your thing is, I think, Storybrooke Forest. So thanks for the theme. This week's theme is favorite quote. I don't have a favorite quote. I always say my favorite quote is every CaptainSwan quote. So you know what I did? I listed every CaptainSwan quote. Here are 100 plus quotes that are my favorite CaptainSwan quotes. So let's just get into the video. Okay, let's go to my notes. I don't know how many. I ended up with 130. Number 1 is their second scene together, and it's, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm pretty good at knowing when someone is lying to me. And she's like leaning over and their like faces are really close. He says, you need me alive. And she says, why? And then you watch season 5 and it's just like, Number 3 is good for you, you bested me. I can count the amount of people who've done that on one hand. Get it? Is that supposed to be funny? And then that was 3. And then 4 is Killian Jones, but most people have taken to call me by my more colorful monocle. Hook, as in Captain Hook. Oh, so you've heard of me. Talking about like Jack and the Beanstalk and stuff. And then he says, whatever story you think you know, my dear, is most certainly wrong. And the next quote is, there was a guy named Jack and a cow, something about evil giants with treasure and a golden goose. Or harp. And then he said, sounds like a lovely tale, but the truth's a little more gruesome. I think that like explains Once Upon a Time completely. And then number 7 is, don't be afraid to really get into it, when he's talking about them like fighting it out about who's gonna go up the beanstalk with him. Number 8, in this world we are slaves to time, and ours is running out. In other words, tick-tock. Chill. And then I was hoping it'd be you. Have you ever even been in love? But now you're going to be a gentleman. Giants can smell blood and I'm always a gentleman. It's rum and a bloody waste of it. I don't mean to upset you, Emma, but I think we make quite the team. It's about bloody time. Oh yeah, that hug. That a supposable excuse for grabbing me, but next time don't stand on ceremony. Fix his hair, me, dies. And then my next quote is just, Hook! Because, you know, he gets covered with rocks and then her face goes like, oh my gosh, he's dead. And she goes, Hook! And it's, yeah. You are bloody, brilliant, amazing. Ooh. Emma, look at me. Have I told you a lie? Am I the only one that's eternally crying? I can't take a chance that I'm wrong about you. Like, how far have they come? And then my next quote is Swan. Swan! Swan! Because, yeah, who doesn't like Hook yelling Swan? And then I put this in quotes when he's talking to Cora, the Swan girl. Just as I am done with you. And it's like, there's a lot of these quotes that are so lies. A woman losing her heart unless it's over me. Good form, but not good enough. And quote 28, which is, you know, big number, just so happens to be 30 is, you might want to quit. And then she says, why would I do that when I'm winning? Hey beautiful, here, I didn't think you'd notice, when he's, you know, like just been hit by a car. And then in the hospital, hide him, find a room and hide him. For you look good, I must say. All where's Cora in a demanding voice. Chill. And the next one is one that Emma said, you're awfully chipper for a guy who just failed to kill his enemy, then got hit by a car. He killed my love. I know the feeling. This one's so funny. Keep smiling, buddy. You're chained down, he's on his feet, immortal, has magic, and you hurt his girl. If I were to pick dead guy of the year, and then she goes, I'd pick you. And it's like, oh my word. It's quite passionate Swan after she convinces him to not steal the bean. And then there's, your father's a distrustful fellow. And then she talks about the stories and he says, hey, tell me something, love. In these stories, what was I like? Other than a villain, handsome, I gather. And she says, if wax mustaches and perms are your thing. And then he says, I take it by your tone, perms are bad. And then, just who are you, Swan? Wouldn't you like to know? And then number 46 is, you need a hand, love? She says, is that a joke? Says, Swan? Question mark. After they were talking about, like, you know, losing hope and stuff, and he says, I just wanted to let you know, I know what it feels like to lose hope. I know what this is, you trying to bond with me. Now, the glorious scene, the very glorious scene. Perhaps gratitude is in order now. Perhaps you were the one who couldn't handle it. You know, they kiss for the first time. Here's the biggest lie I've ever heard. a one-time thing. And then she talks about firewood, blah, blah, and he says, as you wish. And Princess Bride feels much. This is when they're talking about secrets, and this is also quote 60 in case you were wondering. I kissed Emma, and then 62. But it was just a kiss. How is that your darkest secret? It's what the kiss exposed. I never thought I'd be capable of letting go of my first love, my Mila, to believe I could find someone else. That is until I met you. I cried, but I also believe in good form. So when I win your heart, Emma, and I will win it, it will not be because of any trickery. It will be because you want me. The next quote is, I've yet to see you fail, and when you do succeed, well, that's when the fun begins. Okay, I'm just gonna explain this whole quote moment. So they're in the dark forest, Emma, Hook, and Neil, and like, Hook gets thrown against the tree by the shadow, and then Emma goes, Hook! And then Neil goes, Emma! Behind her, falling onto the tree, and she like looks at him, and then looks back at him. I know you can't remember, but I can make you. Next quote is, you're a crazy person, or a liar, or both. And then he says, I prefer dashing rapscallion. Scoundrel. And then the next one I actually have on my trash can, because my trash can has red bubble stickers. Ow. Oops. Perhaps there's a man you love in the life that you lost. And then 72 is Hook, because it's like after she's remembered. He says, did you miss me? Moriarty! Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I just like made that connection. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm glad to hear that. You're glad to hear I had my heart broken? If it can be broken, it means it still works. He has like so many good, lovely quote moments. Hook's good with Henry, and Henry likes him. I trust him. This is the scene of Regina. And then Regina says, "You're going to pretend everyone doesn't see the yearning looks and doughy eyes." And Emma says, "I don't yearn." Maybe, but he does. Oh, this quote, this scene gets me every time, and it hurts. I swear on Emma Swan. You can see a future here, a happy one. Let me guess. With you. Number 85, Killian, come back to me, because he's like about to cough up some water and she thinks she's dying and she keeps repeatedly whispering, Killian, come back to me, and it's just like, awesome. How am I gonna handle that proposal? Spoiler warning. Oops. And then this is like in the season 3 finale. Don't you care about them or anyone in this town? And she says, of course I care. And then they both like look at each other. Like she tilts her head and he tilts his head, and they're just like looking at each other. Who do I look like? Marty McFly? And then your discomfort is a cost I'm willing to pay. And then number 92 is, I might know a ship's captain who can help us. And then she says, who? And he says, me. And he's like, there I am. Rather dashing, don't you think? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're jealous. Number 95 is, behold, the Raleigh Charger. I love the season 3 finale so much. The number 96, funny. By taking him back to my ship. His ship, you know what I mean. What am I doing? As I'm talking, I'm hearing it in my head as Emma and Hook, and I'm like seeing them talk. So you just imagine that. Pretend like I'm not being weird. And then number 97 is, are you kidding me? Because he knocks him out. It's funny. And then I'm Prince Charles, and I'm Princess Leia. Number 99 is, you cut quite the figure in that dress. Number 100 is, there's only one rule. Pick a partner who knows what he's doing. You're the savior, Swan. You can do it. Trade your ship for me? Aye. You want to go home and see what's on Netflix? I don't know what that is, but sure. I've lost everyone. I can't lose you too. Well, love, you don't have to worry about me. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's surviving. I am wearing that shirt. That'd be really awkward if I wasn't wearing that shirt, but I'm wearing that shirt. It's okay. You look stunning, Swan. You look... I know. This whole speech, like the phone call scene, I only put 2 from it. This whole freaking thing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like. It'll be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to 780 Addicts below for weekly/daily Once Upon a Time videos. Don't forget to check out all the girls' personal channels. They are linked in the description box down below. If you want to check out my channel, it's also linked in the description box down below. I have a fandom channel where I do Once Upon a Time, Star Wars, Hunger Games, Sherlock, plus more, because I can never remember all of my fandoms. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week on Wednesday. I'm not crying, okay? Goodbye, YouTube! You know, it's fun to think that, you know, at some point in this second half of the season, my new favorite quote will be something along the lines of, Swan, will you marry me? Or, I do.